many people that are moving right now, or maybe moving in together with someone. So sometimes the design philosophies just don't fit. We're doing a little segment here called He Said, She Said. It could also be He Said, and She Said, She Said, depending on who you're moving in with. But Shai and Kimberley, you've got all this different furniture from both your different style lives, and they're not exactly working together.
Right, which can happen in all kinds of situations, but particularly if you're just getting married, you're moving in together with someone for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I have my fuzzy chair, which I just love, and it got me through a bad breakup, and so that's coming with me.
Yeah, and I have my leather reclining chair over there, which I can have my drink at the end of the day. So, you know, I brought that in, and that was my style, but they don't work together, Trace.
Right.
Right.
Now, some people might call that eclectic.
Some.
But don't you buy that?
No. There's eclectic and there's eclectic done
just
right.
Hot mess. Hot mess. So this is kind of a hot mess. So that's my chair. This is my coffee table. It's beautiful. It's elegant. It's not that any of the pieces are wrong individually.
So in our own homes, they worked really well.
Yeah.
But, you know, when we left our respective husbands and moved in together, then this is what came out of it.
So the love match.
The name of the game is that you have to come up with some design compromises.
Yes.
Compromise.
So it can't be, you know, Shai, we're taking all of Shai's and your stuff is going to the dump or being donated. It can't be like that. You've got to figure out a way to do it and then also not break the bank, because you don't want to be buying a new everything,
Exactly.
right?
And that can really hurt your relationship, too, because there are people who go into it with all your stuff is ugly and all my stuff is great. But it's really a matter of perspective.
But sometimes it's true.
Yeah. Okay. See what I'm saying? What did you do to your husband? What did you do?
I hung on to his stuff until we could buy new stuff.
Right. Exactly.
It was ugly.
And here's the thing. So when you move in together and you kind of have that your personality, my personality, his personality, her personality, it really comes down to how can we mesh those two, have a really well-designed space, but still have that personality come through for you and for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is actually what you guys are going to do.
Yeah.
You're going to take the design principles, you're going to meld them together, you're going to compromise, and this space is going to work beautifully.
Yes, it will.
And I'm going to convince him that I'm right.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Were they able to come to a design compromise? Yes, they were. The conclusion of the He Said, She Said set right here. But first, I just want to remind you of what it looked like before, and then I'll show you the compromise. So this is, you know, two people, partners, moved in together, and their styles were not melding. So Kimberley and Shai created this. Amazing. The style compromises are beautiful. They created a really nice space. You've kept your investment pieces.
The sofa stayed, that's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
we agreed
added
on that.
so much new things like that really make everything work together.
Right.
Yeah, and I think the secret is compromise.
Absolutely.
So, go.
So, okay, so the first thing was that big black TV on the wall that we always talk about.
Yes.
Can I just generalize for a second? Because it's always one partner who brings the TV home that's like 3 sizes as big as the sofa. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, it was me this time. But what's really cool is we actually have the Frame by Samsung, and it's a TV, right?
Yeah.
Or so you think, but you press the power button, and then the TV actually turns into a piece of artwork.
That is beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
But what's really cool is it even has the matting around it, and if you don't like that piece of artwork, you just press the button, and you can flip through different types of artwork that they have.
Ooh, I like that one.
This one? This one?
Oh,
No,
no,
that
one
one.
before.
Yes.
All right. See, compromise. It's all about compromise.
Lovely.
This is great, but Kimberly, look at this. Take this piece.
So, if you're not crazy about the black frame around your piece of artwork, you can actually change it.
Nope, that's on. Nope, that's the one that's on
so
there.
it looks like an
Shama's
actual...
broke it. Compromise.
I was trying to take it off. Yeah, you can reframe it a different color.
Very
Isn't that
cool.
Super easy. So it comes out. You can get 3 in a set. They're great. There's walnut. There's this one, and there's white, and then of course the black that comes with it.
Yes.
So
really.
beautiful. So, honey, when we have people over, we don't have to sit and stare at the TV.
Exactly. You don't want that big dark hole happening anywhere. So the fact that that turns instantly into artwork is incredible.
Right.
What else did you do here to make it work?
And it surprises no one that you have everything with a remote, right?
It surprises no one.
So I'll talk about the chairs. Like I love the wing chairs. Blue is such a beautiful color. We both agree that we love blue.
So gorgeous.
Sometimes you're just looking for those things, those common denominators. We both like blue. So let's go with that.
Yes.
And wing chairs...
Traditionally, these were actually designed for women in England when it was very cold. They would sit in front of the windows and would actually envelop them a little bit, so it would, you know, keep them warm a little bit.
Nice.
Which is great for
And they're nice for shy people
for
too,
me
like when you're...
I like to be warm too.
No, but people who are Shai. You
Yeah.
feel protected by a
that
wing
Shai.
chair.
Okay,
It's a
fine.
different kind of Shai.
There's a generosity to them as well.
There
you
is.
know, and we talk about that all the time. When furniture is big, it's more welcoming.
Exactly.
You feel, you know, like you want to hang around for a while if you're visiting someone,
Yeah.
and you've got a nice big comfy chair.
Absolutely.
You switched the rug out too.
Yeah, so there was no rug. So
Right.
that was the thing, and that's a big thing that a lot of people forget about, is either there's no rug or the rug has absolutely nothing to do with the two styles meshing together.
Or they
Right.
can't afford it. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
a
they're
big,
expensive.
it's initially a
100%.
big purchase.
So when you're moving in together, you're maybe pooling a little bit of money for those common things. A rug is a great thing to invest in because A, it's going to ground your space.
Yep.
But B, what I like what we've done here is that this is an abstract, kind of all over pattern. And it's more about the colorway and less about, it's not masculine, it's not feminine. It can really work with different design styles.
Right.
But we didn't compromise completely on little feminine touches. We've got a little pink in there, but it's like a nice bit of gray to the
Yes.
pink. It's very grounding
Well,
and a
it
bit
speaks
of
to both
plum.
of you
It
as well,
does.
right?
Yeah.
So
Totally.
This is good.
And I guess the key is compromise. Like,
Yeah.
compromise doesn't mean I'm going to convince you to do it all my way, or vice versa.
Yeah,
It
well-
actually means I really care a lot about the pink bench. Okay, you can have that. I
Yes.
want the television that's larger than a truck.
Yeah.
Yes. And you can have it as long as it looks like artwork.
Right.
Exactly.
Make it work.
And speaking of the artwork,
Yes.
so in the before we had those, they were photographs, exactly,
Yes.
of a New York City skyline. The problem with that is that's very literal. When you're talking about
Yeah.
photography or something that has a literal feel to it, it's much easier to go with an abstract, Tracy. So you know, it's more about the color. It's kind of again that all over thing, and it works for different design styles.
And you can
beautiful.
see in it what you want to see in it versus
Yes.
something that's telling you exactly how it is. We did keep some of the black accessories because,
Yeah.
again, we looked at the common denominators. We thought we both like black, so a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of bling and a little bit of glam.
Got to have that. And then Tracy, you notice the books?
I do notice the books. They're beautiful.
Yeah, so the books are something really easy to be able to have. Of course, everybody has their own personality,
Yeah.
has their own kind of styles in it. And then finally, I want to talk about the light. So lighting is really important. We talk about layer lighting. So this is a Dyson light. It is a new light, and this would actually be something that you would be hanging over a table. Now, you might be looking at this and be like, what is this? What is it? You know, it's really
chunky and
chunky and
industrial.
cool and industrial, which I love about it. So this is a little bit, you know, maybe he said, you hold this.
Okay.
What's great about this is it has these wings on it. So in a compromised space, it's all about lighting. You might want to have more lighting, less lighting. This actually does that for you, and I'm actually going to demonstrate. So we can put that down. So we have the piece over there, which is the demonstration.
Okay.
I'm going to turn it on, and you're going to notice that it has the uplight, and it has, don't get blinded, and it has the uplight, and it has the downlight. So I'm going to show you both of those. You can either do one or the other. Put that on again.
Lovely.
So much
Yep.
flexibility.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
that's the Dyson Q-Beam. Really good for compromise.